last time you were on here, we were talking about Rob Kardashian and Black China dating. And you were like, I hope they have a baby. That'll be the biggest fuck you to everybody. You know, they gonna make a Kardashian. And look what happened a few months later.
I only wish it could have been a boy. So
right,
they could keep that Kardashian name forever. You know, but she already has a boy, so she has a little girl now, Dream. Very cute child. Hopefully this will be the best thing that Rob ever did. Because I don't want to, you know, every family's got their loser. I certainly have one in my family, a couple. And, you know, not to say that Rob's a loser, but he has certainly got shoved to the back of the line on the attention train. You know what I mean? And that's probably why he had a little weight gain and shut himself up in the house. Because food don't tell you that you're a loser. Food says, come on, I love you. And if Black China was able to get 45 pounds off of him and get him out of the house, kudos to her. I don't see why he, you know, it was a surprise to anybody ended up with a sister, because everybody in the family dates black people except that the little racist one, the little Kourtney or whatever her name is. I only say that about her because one time they had a episode where I think Chloe and them were gonna go down to Skid Row, probably a setup for the show, go down to Skid Row and give out blankets or water or food or something like that. And I heard this bitch say, well, why do you care? Why do you care? I saw it come out of her own mouth. So I changed my idea about her. But kudos to Black China. I'm just glad she had a healthy baby. And I hope that they're really, really happy and that this is not for any other reason that she loves this fat ass. And if that's the case, then God bless them both. And I hope they have a really cool, you know, family. It's dysfunctional. It's already out the gate. This is your dad. He dates his sister. And then if they have a baby, that their kid is going to be young uncle / you know, what? I don't know.
Right, because, you know, even the mom, Kris Jenner, has a black boyfriend now.
Yes, little Corey.
Oh, man. I
wonder, does he know Frank Ocean, from what I heard? I don't know.
Well, I just shudder to think what Corey got to do in order to keep those checks coming.
Well, I'll tell you what he don't have to do. He don't have to work. He don't have to talk. He don't have to do nothing but be Chris's little handmaiden and stay in his place. Kris ought to be able to get whatever she wants. Anytime you have children with a man who was a triathlete in the Olympics, who had his face on the cornflake box, and you find him wearing your panties, and the next thing you know, he wants to chop his dick off, get some titties, and be woman of the motherfucking year or some shit like that. She ought to have as much fun, and she ought to fuck a whole bunch of black guys. Whole bunch of them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that was a little traumatic.
I mean, you know, let me just say, I have transvestite friends, and some of them really have been struggling with their identity all their life. Thank God we live in a country, or we did, where they have the freedom of choice. Freedom to do with your body what you will. God knows they got a great show on now called Slay, where they have some people who definitely was born in the wrong body. Shout out to my boy Leif. But it's just a hurtful thing for a woman when you lose a man anyway. It's a hurtful thing to a woman when you lose a man to another race. It's a hurtful thing for a woman if you lose a man to another man. And it's a damn hurtful thing to a woman who's had kids who lose your man to wanting to be a woman, and it's all on television. I'll buy you a drink, Kris Jenner, if I ever see you out.
Yeah, but you
That's
know,
a lot.
It's a lot. But then again, Kris Jenner was the architect of actually taking all these people's lives and plastering it for the world to see. You see what I'm saying? It's like think about, you know, like you and I talk, and, you know, we talk about how behind the scenes I am. Like, I could be really a lot more famous if I want to be. I could put myself in front of the camera to all my millions of viewers every day, but I just choose not to because I just like having my private life. Kris Jenner was the one that pushed everyone forward. Even to the point, because people, even to the point of the Kim Kardashian sex tape, because people say, oh, that tape got leaked. It didn't get leaked.
There is no more leaking.
There's no leak. You can't leak something and then have it sold in stores.
There's no more leaking. Plus,
right.
I don't even know anyone who would want to capitalize on a naked fuck sex tape with their daughter's vagina for millions to see, including the children, everybody in your family, your nasty uncle, the priest at your church. They've all seen it. They've all seen it. I would be so devastated if my daughter had a sex tape out. It would kill me. I would do everything I could to smash it. I certainly wouldn't go and sell it. I would not do that. Because you got cousins and family members, and you know how many people in the Kardashian family have that tape? They probably gave them out of stocking stuffers a couple of years ago.
Well, speaking of that, you've had some words about Amber Rose in the past.
What'd I say about Amber?
Well, you talked about her whole slut walk thing and how you didn't agree with all that.
I don't.
And why is that?
Well, I've been a victim of sexual abuse, rapes, molestations, all that stuff. And if you want to empower women who've been through that, first of all, the title, I think, is degrading. I think that what she's trying to do is take a word that's been used on them and turn it around and empower people. But then why do you have to dress so slutty at your fucking slut walk? Why does it have to be a slut walk? Why can't it be a women in the industry walk or a women empowerment walk? I just don't want to, wouldn't want my kid to participate in that, even if she was a slut. I got sluts in my family. I've been slutty my damn self. I'm not going to do a fucking parade about it, If it's a thing for strippers or girls who've been loose in their life, there's ways to do that without, is it going to be annual or anal?
Yeah, I think so. I think this is the second one, I think.
Well, she can do what she wants to do, apparently, because sluts, hoes, and bad girls are winning right now. They don't have any shows nobody's watching shows about girls in college. Nobody's watching about shows about girls graduating in degrees and becoming scientists and doctors. They're not doing shows about that. Don't nobody want to watch that. They want to watch sluts. Sluts are fun. They're intriguing. And, a lot of people would love to be a slut if they weren't so hemmed up and shit. So they live their slutty inner life, I guess, through that. But it's a sad, sad scenario. There are wonderful women out here that are doing positive things with their life. There's women who have fed 8, 9, 10, 15 kids, never hit a pole. Never hit one. Never sucked a dick. Never got paid to fuck nobody. And I'm just saying, there's choices in your life. We all got daddy issues, everybody out here. We all got the nasty uncle or whatever like that. But you don't have to play into that. You don't have to buy that bullshit. You can lift yourself up and be strong. And it doesn't mean that, my daddy, I'm going to be a stripper. That's some bullshit. You want to be a stripper. That's what you want to do. You want to pull your tits out and get paid for it. You want to clap your ass on Rick Ross' face and get money. That's what you wanted to fucking do. Nobody holds a gun to these bitches and says, get on that pole. Well, now let me just say this first. If I looked like Amber, I would be walking around in exactly what the fuck she's wearing. Let's be clear now. I'm not a hater in that respect. That bitch is bad. I will say that. And she spun off of Kanye's dick and landed on Wiz's dick, and spun off Wiz's dick, and now she's landed on Machine Gun Kelly's dick and spun off that dick, and she's just a spinning top of rich men. And that's fine.